Well, welcome to the GDG Harare, and I am with one of the organizers. What an event, what an epic speaker lineup, and a lot about Google. And I felt that it was a bit unfair because Google is not the only partner providing these AI tools. However, I'm here with Ruvimbo.
Yeah.
So over to you, Ruvimbo.
Okay, thank you for that. We organize this event so that we can make sure that any person at any stage in their development life cycle can be able to understand what we do at Google Developers and how they can utilize AI into making their businesses, their lives, and even their work better. So based just on that, we wanted everyone to be here. We actually wanted people to criticize certain parts of Gemini, tell us that, okay, this works better on Gemini, this works better on this other thing. If you listened in on Simon, when he was doing his app with the image recognition, if you listen carefully, he said he uses Llama. Llama is an AI model that is not Gemini. But the question was, why didn't he use Gemini? Because Gemini is still learning how to do the imagery as well as Llama does. So we've got all these specified models, and they can help make Gemini better. And Gemini is getting to a point where they actually want to be better. So they're offering every single person out there to take part in their competition, build something with AI, build something specifically with Gemini AI, and then show them where they can do better and where they can be better. And then we can collaborate and learn from each other as a tech community.
What's the grand prize?
The grand prize is, if you've ever watched Back to the Future, there's that car, the DeLorean. The DeLorean is the grand prize. You'd have beaten everybody in the world, and you own yourself a DeLorean.
Oh my God.
If you check the value of a DeLorean, it's approaching the billions because it's a collectible. So imagine you're bringing in a DeLorean into Zimbabwe, and you're taking this and you're placing it into a car museum, or you're putting it in Zimoko, and it's just there for display, and you're getting paid for having it there on display. I mean, if I won, that's what I would do. But other than that, I guess someone would want to drive it. I guess someone would want to sell it. But you can do all you want with that grand prize. And then other than that, there are other prizes to be won, which are monetary, and you can get thousands, even millions of dollars. And also a recognition from Google for maybe their expert program, for their internship program, depending on which stage you are at in your development career.
What does having access mean to a modern girl child?
Okay, so having access means you are able to come to events like this freely and feel comfortable enough to say, if I go there, I won't be the odd one out, you know? It's being able to actually know of these events beforehand, and also just being able to, oh man, how can I even put this? It's hard for me to talk about this because I'm coming from a place of privilege in the sense that there's a lady whilst I was in high school who just saw me handing the projector, and she said, hey, I loved that because I was expecting a guy there. So here's the thing, I've got events I go to, I've got initiatives I'm working on, I want you to tag along. She took me to my first developer event. She gave me my first job during high school actually, and then she took me to different stages through my career till she was doing her own thing. Her name is Aritha Mari, by the way. And she introduced me to Take Women. So just her taking me through these spaces got me to a point where I have a certain privilege that I believe a lot of other ladies do not have, which was to have a great mentor who put me into spaces and into places that I didn't know existed, but now I know existed and I'm actively contributing towards. So what I would encourage someone to make this reality of a modern girl child being in spaces and having access is, when you hear of this event, when you see this video, tell the next girl, tell the next guy, tell the next person, and continue that ripple effect so that the next time they know these things exist, and then after they know it exists, they can be a part of it. And also take some time to mentor somebody. I mean, I really would not be here if it wasn't of a chain of women, strong, dedicated women, who took me through the different stages I was at in life, and it took me to this stage where we are hosting events together.
Ruvimbo, you are always involved in these event discussions about technology. What are some of the biggest assumptions that the people in these discussions have, which actually hinder the progress of technology on ground that we have noticed?
Okay, so what comes to mind is a lot of us assume we're all technical. So I personally have to step back and look at the crowd and see whether they actually understand what I've just said, or even check in with them to see if they've understood. So a lot of the times as speakers, as organizers, because we're technical people and we get excited over very technical aspects of our events, we also leave out people in different industries. And now we want to get more people in different industries to collaborate with us, because the tech couldn't happen if we also didn't have other parts of it. So we need the business people, we need the finance people, we need the people in the arts, we need the people in artisanal, what we call it, like your plumbers, your gardeners, so that you can just show them that, you know what, as much as your work is more hands-on, here is how we can make your life better using the technology, and this is how you can do it on your own, or you can hire someone and then they need to do these steps. And that way people will stop saying they're being defrauded by programmers and developers, because that is something that's in the chat. But if you are able to have an opportunity to speak, an opportunity to be a part of an event, be sure to give them feedback, because feedback also helps us out. When I'm at an event, I'm thinking the technical parts, and I will be very excited in it, and I'll get lost in it, and I might forget a few things, and would love it if we can collaborate with people in various industries, even marketing, because I'm not a great marketer, I'm not. But if we get someone in marketing who says, okay, I understand what you guys are doing, I want to provide you marketing services, we're happy to work with them as Google Developer Groups. They will be actually part of the group, because they're bringing the vision and the dream to life. Yeah.
What's your take on Starlink, and why we need it as a country? Why we really need it? Or do we really need it from your point of view? Maybe it's just us.
Okay, for Starlink, I'll say I need it. I need it for me to do maybe some work. I need to run models. I needed to then do my development with faster internet. So I've been playing around a lot in robotic process automation, and sometimes you get a flow that fails because it timed out. It's because of the internet connectivity. So if it's there and it's faster, then great. If it's someone else who's providing faster internet at an affordable rate, shall I say, great. I would be happy to do so, because there's a lot of things we can automate. There's a lot of things that we can digitize. There are a lot of good and amazing things we can do with tech. I mean, you saw Simon, you heard Dr. Panache, you heard Mike. There are people building, and these are people that are building here in Zim. There are people you meet in Greendale, in Mount Pleasant, in town. So if they can get access to even build faster models, and we can give it to more people, man, imagine the things that we can do.
Well, from your perspective, why don't we have OpenAI in South Africa?
I actually don't know, man. I really do not know. So I've used the OpenAI API. It's been cool, but just having to jump the few hoops is something normal to some of us. So I really have not thought about it for me to give you a proper
IP.
Are we always on VPN? We're always on VPN. I was working somewhere from the Netherlands, and I got an API key. I mean,
but how does it make you feel when we have this best AI to the best AI industry, and this tool is not available for us? How does that make you feel?
To be honest, whenever I see a blockage, I see an opportunity. So if OpenAI is not coming to Zim, let's choose what's in Zim and make it better, you see. So in this case, it would be this will sound interesting like marketing, but we've got Gemini. And Gemini has Gemma. Gemma is their basic model, and you can build something they call gems from a Gemma model. So building a gem is you building your own localized AI. You're taking your data, you're creating a knowledge base, and from there you can then build something better. So if you start creating from there, then you are in a better position to even create a better AI model than OpenAI. You're even in a position to train one that can work better. And that way, if they didn't give it to you, then become their competition and take over. I mean, we have so many opportunities. We also have other models that you can use, like Llama. Do it. Jump on it. Use what you can, then build from there and make it better than what you couldn't have, so that you can still get what you need done. So in any given case, we'll face more technologies that we may not have access to. We'll face more hoops and challenges, but it's code. If they can build it, you can build it too. I mean, do it. Jump on it. Forget about the restrictions. Just build. Yeah.
So, in closing, give shout outs to 3 to 5 people who you want to let know to be everybody out there. Just give a shout out.
Are you going to post this?
It's going to YouTube.
A shout out to people. Can I give a shout out to organizations?
Yes.
I think I would say thank you. Firstly, thank you to B2C for letting us use the space and providing the additional material that we needed for using the space. That was absolutely amazing. And then thank you to the communities that came to support today. That is Zimtech community, and then the Girls in Tech Zimbabwe community. It was such an overwhelming response. Such a balanced crowd. So happy to say thank you to those guys, and looking forward to thanking you too. Thank you so much.
For joking. No one is going to come to market yourself.
Thank you so much for streaming this, for even coming through to record it. We really appreciate it. It was something in the back burner of things, and we're thinking, okay, but we don't have this, but we don't have that. But because you came through and are part of the community and you made it happen, we really appreciate it. So thank you so
now
much.
You have to shout out to friends and moms.
No, I will not do that because I now need to rush and meet those people. But it was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was Ruvimbo, and wow, what an event, guys. So let's not miss the next event. She didn't tell us when it will be, but let's watch out on Facebook. I know a lot of you are on Facebook. Let's watch out for the sponsored ads, just like what they did last time. And with that being said, it's from me and my boy behind the camera. It's bye for now.